This is Total Telecom TV at the Connected Britain event in London, where I'm joined by Roy Shelton of ITS. Roy, you've just given a presentation today about broadband provision in the UK, and a lot of people talk about the rural areas, but there's a lot of inner city areas who need that extra connectivity.
There are, that's right. I think we take it for granted that urban areas are well connected. In our experience of building networks over the past 4 or 5 years in densely populated areas, that's not to be the case, and especially around business parks as well. The connectivity into the business parks is dreadful, and we're seeing more and more companies leave those high density, highly populated areas, creating job losses and a drain on the community.
Now, you've had a tremendous success in Manchester working with BD UK. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, it's been a great journey for us, and BD UK has been a tremendous catalyst to our growth for providing business-to-business fixed wireless access broadband to SMEs in the area. We first got into the market a few years ago when we acquired the CityServe network, which was originally constructed for the Commonwealth Games, and we've continued to extend that out now. Originally, it was only used for the residential market and reaching 48,000 residential properties over 26 square kilometres. With the help of BD UK support and the Super Connected City scheme, we've now extended that to connect up over 200 customers in that area, and are rapidly approaching over 1,000 in the northwest.
Fantastic. Tell us how you work with BD UK. How do you kind of get together with that organisation?
Well, we applied a few years ago to become an approved supplier. We're one of 700 approved suppliers now under the scheme. We're now ranked 6th in the UK, and we're the #1 provider in Manchester, which is great news, great effort by all the team. And essentially, the BD UK scheme allows SMEs to claim up to £3,000 in a grant for improved broadband services. So we're providing fixed wireless access at 30 megabits per second and above to those SMEs.
So if I'm an SME, I'm tearing my hair out trying to get better broadband, what do I do to get my hands on this grant?
Well, you'll be like many other SMEs in urban areas. Many of them have the same type of difficulties, not just in Manchester but throughout the UK. The scheme is open to every SME in the 50 super connected cities. I'm hoping that that's going to be extended to more locations throughout the UK in the summer budget, but we'll have to wait and see on that one, Brian. But essentially, come to our website, phone the ITS sales number or email us, and because our vouchers and our solution is pre-approved, you won't have to go and get 3 proposals like you used to do originally. So it literally is sign a commissioning form, a provisioning form from us, and we'll install it as quickly as we can.
Wow, it sounds fantastic. I mean, obviously, #1 supplier in Manchester, the company's growing phenomenally. Just give us a bit of background to ITS and the growth you've gone through.
Well, I set the company up just over 4 years ago now, and we've gone from obviously 0 people to 55 people now, many of which we've hired on apprenticeships and graduate schemes. We've employed a lot of ex-military personnel and retrained them in commercial Wi-Fi solutions, so that's been great. We've got 7 offices throughout the UK, also active in the Canadian market now, which is good. A lot of that growth has been down to the BD UK Super Connected City Voucher Scheme, and also the other schemes that we're working with BD UK as well in rural areas. So we focus both on urban and rural solutions, and we're totally vendor agnostic when it comes to network technology.
Okay, well, thanks for talking to us.
My pleasure.
So ITS Group making a big difference on inner city broadband access.